And welcome once again to Investor's Edge. I'm Gary Kaltbaum, your host. Thanks for being with us today. Glad you're here, ladies and gentlemen. Happy that you are listening. It is the 23rd, April 2025. Hope you're having a good day. I must tell you that today my dog woke me up at 4 a.m. Did not fall back to sleep because I decided to get up, and as we knew that futures were up big because of the supposed tariff crap. And we wanted to see where everything's open, so I didn't get back to sleep. So I'm going to sleep very well tonight. And in case you don't know, this is serious talk on everything that affects you. We're going to do the markets. We're going to do the tariffs. We're going to do the markets, and we're going to do the tariffs. And in case you don't know, well, Gary, tariffs. What you need to understand is the insanity and the boy who cried wolf syndrome may be entering the fray. And we'll talk about debt and deficits and scams. Oh, by the way, the Republicans, you know how they complain about the debt and deficits and spending of Biden, right? They just put in some budget that added $5 trillion to our debt. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Oh, the Republicans are considering a tax higher tax if you make more than $1 million. Oh, the Republicans. Oh, also they're actually talking about taking your tax dollars and giving away to people to have a baby. $5,000 a pop. I think it's only for the first baby. I'm not 100% sure because they never tell us the whole thing and the whole story. The Republicans. Remember, I've been calling them Republicans. The Republicans have become the old Democrats. The Democrats are Marxists. Just letting you know. Hey, and if you do not get this radio show in your city, we'll post it at GaryK.com. We'll also post it on our Twitter feed, which is now X. And if you don't follow us on X, you should. And if you'd like to email us, just be nice. And we're going to work on our X. You know, we used to have 90,000 followers. And then before Elon, I had said something about Bernie Sanders' economic plans, that they were communist. And I guess one of the Bernie Sanders people complained, and they shut me down for a night. And when they brought me back up, I was missing 60,000 followers. No, that's what happened. Don't you love that? So, let me give you nothing but the bad news. And then I'll give you the good, bad on the market. Do you remember just yesterday all the noise that came out of this administration on tariffs? Do you remember they said about de-escalation with China? Even though there were no deals and China's been giving them the middle finger? Do you remember when I said the reason why they had to cave is because President Trump's economic policy destroyed markets, crushed our dollar, sent interest rates rising, had commerce stopping in certain areas? Go look at the Los Angeles port's numbers on stuff coming in. What were they, down 50%? You had Home Depot and Target and a couple of the big box companies at the White House telling them you got 2 weeks before we have shortages, which are going to force up prices. So all the harsh, tough talk and the art of the deal and negotiations went out the window, and yesterday we're going to de-escalate. And what we're going to do, you remember that 145%? That was once 245%, but we went 145%. Oh, we used to have 150 countries with tariffs, and then we put a pause on that for 90 days, and I don't know when those 90 days are up. We find out today that was a load of crap. They tell us today that they're not doing anything on the tariffs unilaterally, that means by themselves, until China does something, comes to the table, talks to them. So yesterday they left out the most important part of the equation. It wasn't going to happen. Or maybe it'll happen tomorrow. I don't know. And here's the problem. Just letting you know. Here is the problem. I always worry about the boy who cried wolf syndrome. You know what that is, right? How many times are they going to tell us that the tariffs are paid by China, but then get rid of the tariffs because they know we do? They lied. How many more times? That's number one. Number two, will the market wake up one day and just get tired? Number one, we've already had a big drop, but will they get more tired because of getting tired of on a Tuesday being told we're going from just so you know, this is what they said, we're going to 145 down to 50-65, and didn't say anything else. There was no addendum, nothing else said. Nothing. Today, well, kind of like, Trump changed his demeanor today to a little bit tougher, but we're looking to Barnum and Bailey couldn't dream this stuff up. And I'm heartbroken because I'm rooting for them. I want them to do great things. I want them to win. I want them to kill it. I want the markets to soar. I want the economy to soar. I want everything to go great. They can't shoot straight. And that's because they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're making decisions on the fly and yapping on the fly. And I worry the market's going to wake up one day and get it. I am a very learned person. Learned. Every day, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Financial Times, a bunch of very smart people, I get pushed all their stuff to me. I have no idea. I have no idea who's paying what tariff right now, on what products, and to whom. Well, I know to whom, to the Treasury. I have no idea. If I don't have any idea, what about the businesses? You know what I do for a living? I manage money. I'm not affected. But what about all these businesses? If I don't know, if I don't have an idea, do they? And how the hell can they plan, do anything, if they don't know? I wish one freaking journalist yesterday said, so what exactly is the tariff number right now and on what products? I don't think they could answer. And therein lies a huge problem. If they don't get this done, if they don't fix this up, commerce is going to slow. And then they can yap all they want. If we go into a decent contraction, it's going to be tough to come out of. And then watch what happens to earnings and watch what happens to the markets. I have absolutely no clue where the tariffs are right now. Number, products, and whom? Do you? This is a holy crap moment. It's a holy crap moment. So does China have a 145 right now? Or did they change it down to... I don't know. It seems they changed their stance today. It's now, we're not doing anything yet. But yesterday they said they were doing it. This is the President of the United States. And I had this dumbass direct message me, oh, I'll respect you if you tell the truth. You hate Trump. I don't hate him. I love him. I want him to get it right. I'm so thrilled with he done at the border. That is so huge. I'm so happy with that and a bunch of other things. But this is huge. This is huge. I'm hoping for a lot better, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, up next, the markets. Another crazy day. I'm Gary. This is the one and only Investor's Edge. And welcome once again to Investor's Edge. And by the way, I had somebody else, Trump derangement syndrome. They have that other thing that's going on, Trump derangement. I got news for you. I want him successful as all hell. That's all. The enemy of this administration is the one that on Monday he loves tariffs, on Tuesday he's getting rid of tariffs, on Wednesday he loves tariffs, on Thursday he hates them, and his enemy is the person that just goes along for the ride. I had a conversation with somebody that said these tariffs are the best possible thing we can do. I said, okay, why? And he went into an explanation. And then Trump starts lowering the tariffs, put on pause, and you know what the person says to me? Great move! Talk about Trump derangement syndrome. The other way. We just want good policy. I want this country to thrive. And how does it thrive? Get the hell out of the way. They were yapping all day again today, contradicting yesterday. Is it any wonder that it's amazing the market was up today? Though, I'll go through the numbers in a minute. And in case you don't know, do you know 98% of American footwear is imported? 98%. How the hell are you going to put tariffs on countries on the sneakers and the shoes? You're going to crush Nike and Crocs and On Holdings and anybody else. Oh, they should be making them here. Ain't ever happening. Cheap labor over there. We can't do that. It's the nature of the beast. Now, there are other things we can do, but you don't do the tariffs now. You know how long it takes to put things up? By the way, in late breaking news, the Secretary of Treasury says today it'll take 2 to 3 years for a trade deal with China. Really? 2 to 3 years. And then Jay Powell. And this is exactly what I mean. What's today, Wednesday? Monday, Jay Powell is a big loser, and we're gonna fire him. And all his advisors are coming out. We are now looking at the laws and the rules on how to get rid of Jay Powell. Yesterday, the president says the media is lying and making it up, even though it's in writing. This is what I mean by getting this. Get your crap straight. And why did they back off Powell? Because the president was told, dude, did you see that last 300 points on the Dow drop Monday? That was Powell. Is that what you want? So he eased up on that. But the problem is, if I, Gary Kaltbaum, who cares so much, now has to verify everything that's stated because I don't trust anything out of their mouths, that's a problem. I'm a voter. I had to deal with that with Biden. I don't want to deal with that with Trump. But if he puts something in writing and then says, I never said it, come on. And then there's the midterm elections. Does he want to have the crap party, crappier party, running the House and all the committees and all the investigations? That'll be a panic. So we didn't want to do tariffs today. We're going to leave it alone, and then boom, up the down escalator, down the up escalator, ever changing. Somebody wrote this. One of the people that sends me things. Over the last 24 hours, Trump says tariffs on China won't be as high as 145 and will come down substantially. Bessent says de-escalation with China is coming. The Wall Street Journal reports that the tariffs on China are set to drop to 50 to 65%. Bessent says America first does not mean America alone. Bessent declines to comment on Wall Street Journal report. Bessent clarifies Trump is not offering a unilateral decrease in tariffs on China. Says the U.S.-China trade deal will take 2 to 3 years. It's a freaking roller coaster, and it's got to stop. It's bad enough what the markets did based on all this. You know what the market's going to do if we get into the boy who cried wolf syndrome? We move on. So here's the good news. The Dow was up 419 today, the S&P 88, the NASDAQ 407, the NASDAQ 100 416. That's the good news. The bad news. The Dow today hit 40,376, dropped 770 points from around the open. So the hot open got distributed, was up 1,190 points. The NASDAQ, not as bad. The NASDAQ today at one point was at 17,029, was up 320, was up 728 points, finished up 407, distributed. The transports today, get this, hit 14,000 at 43, closed at 13,509, 491. 530, was up 670 points and only finished up 140. So they distributed today, which means they'll probably gap it up tomorrow, because that's what they do right now. And of course, we'll see if there's news and what have you. And of course, we're in the midst of earnings season in a very big way. Big way. Earnings season. After the close, we got things like Lam Research, IBM, Chipotle. I keep them busy. Las Vegas Sands, I have yet to go through any of that. We'll let you know. And hopefully can find some good things. But they distributed today into massive overhead resistance. Advanced declines were good. Up-down volume was good. When the market was stronger, gold got hit today. It went vertical, normal pullback, I would say, still in a bull market. They just got to get their act together. I can help them, but they never listen to me because I critique. Up next, what else we got for you? On the market. This is the one and only Investor's Edge. And you know, they always say you got to be a little bit harsh on the things you care about. I may sound a little bit harsh, but you people that really love the guy, love Trump, back him with a fervor, I'm your best friend. Not the people that says, yes, you're the greatest. I'm your best friend. This stuff has to be called out. It is a must. We don't take any joy in it. You think we take joy in saying to you, he said this and then said that? We don't. But this is some imperative stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Setting economic policy that affects the world and changing your stance every few hours. Got to stop. And we'll try to have some days where we don't have to talk about it. We'll be glad to. We'll be glad to not talk about. I promise. So what does it mean when the market's up 1,200 and finishes up 400? It's very simple. And it's the same thing we would say the opposite way if the market's down 1,200 and finishes only down 400. We call it the market had a chance to. The market had a chance today to have an unbelievable day. And up 400 is still great. Don't get me wrong. But when you're up 1,200 early, and let me just give you the time of day that it was up 1,200 today. I believe it was right at the, really up in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, first 10 minutes. When you have the chance to be up that much and sold down, not a little, but a decent amount, it just tells you normally up there, they got a mallet out, knock it on the head. And as we already did our scans, Goldman Sachs today, we think it's one of the most important financials. Definitely a higher beta financial than JP Morgan. It finished up 9 today. Good. Terrific. It was up 31 early in the morning. So when something like a Goldman Sachs is up 31 early, what did it have? The chance to have a great day. Finished up 9. It just tells you they distributed the stock today. It could be right back up $22 tomorrow. We're not saying it's not going to. We only deal in real time here. But there was distribution today pretty much across the board. And of course, it's not hard to figure out when you lose almost 800 points off the open, a hot open. And of course, earnings season galore going on right now. And we'll see how it plays out. Everything's reporting in the next 3 weeks, and that'll dictate some policy. But back to the worry, we really don't know what's next. And that's scary for us. It's scary. And we don't import anything from anywhere. I don't import anything. When you have a chance, go look at the stats on the Port of Los Angeles over the last 4 weeks, and you will see a crumbling. They saw that. So we're happy that they're actually, hey, we're looking. We know. We're looking. We get it. But yesterday was BS. And we've got nothing today. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll see if they say something today, do something today, anything today. And we'll see how they open it tomorrow. They'll probably open it nice. That's what they've been doing recently. Let's see if it sticks. I'm getting a lot of questions. A lot of questions on, hey, what about earnings and stuff? Well, I'll let you know. I'm not so interested in what happened with earnings, though I'll look at it. I'm more interested in what they say they're looking to do. Oh, here we go again. Unbelievable. 422. This is real time. President Trump planning to exempt car parts from tariffs. There we go again. But will leave 25% tariffs on autos in place. How can anybody plan this crap? How can anybody plan? It's nuts. It's nuts. So I'm looking at some things in the aftermarket here. Autos, we're doing this real time. Wondering if AutoZone and some of these other things are up. Let's see if GM is up. Yeah, GM is up $1.70. Ford has got to be up a couple of percent. And futures are moving up a little bit in the aftermarket now. Here we go again, more moving parts. And that's the other problem. Get the frickin' thing done. Oh, we're going to do auto parts but not autos. Why? Will also exempt from steel and aluminum tariffs. Automakers will also be exempt from steel and aluminum tariffs. I'll have to figure that one out. But, again, this shouldn't be going on. I feel like we're at Publix supermarket. Sit around, I'll pick this, I'll pick that. All right, because I was looking at the market and the futures after the close up a little bit. Knew there had to be some news, and there you go. Gary, your reporter. We were asked about a follow-through day. Was yesterday. I guess you can say today was a good day with distribution. You need good stocks to buy. Great looking. And I'll tell you right now, Netflix, that's about as close to. Palantir broke above a little resistance today, PLTR, though valuation is a joke. But there's not much else in the way of growth. I saw a bunch of earnings reactions today, some great, some not so. How about this GEV? GE Vernova finished up 10. Terrific on earnings. Oh, it was up 32. Again, some distribution. The one that stuck out for me is SAP, a German software company, finished up 19 today. Very nice. But was up like 26. Not so bad, though. So all we're doing right now, A, dealing with them, and B, going through earnings reports, looking at reactions, but right now looking at where the reactions are because most everything is weighed down in their bearish phases. And I mean some things are way down in their bearish phases. And all it would be is somewhat of a blip, for lack of a better word. I do have a few movers in the aftermarket. IBM, down $10 in the aftermarket. That is correct. That'll be 60 Dow points. Chipotle, looks like they missed by a penny, down about 3% in the aftermarket. How about Robert Half? What are they, staffing? That's down 13% in the aftermarket, but some good stuff. ServiceNow, up 8%. That stock's been trashed recently. Lam Research, an important semiconductor, up 4%. Texas Instrument, another semiconductor, up 5%. Whirlpool, up 5%, but just keep in mind, Whirlpool closed at 77 and change. It's 82. It was 135 in January. Again, always got to look where things are and where they're going to open, and we'll go through them. My important United Rentals reported up 3.7%. We'll take it. Yippee yay yay. Up next, what else we got for you? And don't be mad at me. We're on his side. This is the one only Investor's Edge. So you got some good, got some bad, but a couple of semiconductors are up nicely in the aftermarket. In their bear markets, of course. Boy, the semis have been in such bear markets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking a gander right now. Yeah, it'll be up a little bit tomorrow. But boy, oh boy, it is some gross-looking patterns out there, but we're hopeful. The thought process here is probably, guess, got some backing and fill. If we're going to go higher, some backing and filling. Build the bases, the ranges a little bit better. That will be in time and in price, and then we'll see what happens. What we don't want to see, and this is the statement, is to start filling the downside of yesterday, which means today's up and you gave back 800 Dow points, and then after that. I also want to see some tightening up. Do you know what that means? I don't want any more 1,000-point moves in a day. I don't want to see 500-point moves in a day. I don't want to see 200-point moves in a day. I want to see the market settle down and relax. Unfortunately, right now it's not, because they don't stop yapping. I mean, it never frickin' ends. And they're still with this tariff crap, even after the close today. My goodness. Oh, we'll do. At least they did something. On the year, just letting you know, the Dow's still down 7, the S&P 500 8.6, the NASDAQ down 14.5, the Russell 14, the mid-caps 10, almost 11, and I can promise you, add a bunch of percentage points to those numbers to the average stock. On the big names, you know, the ones that have so much influence, I can tell you right now that Netflix is the best of. SAP, that's not top 10, but it's a big one for us. Back onto the 50-day moving average today. Costco, it's sitting on the 50 but unimpressed. Booking Holdings, sitting on the 50-day, and that's it. Tesla was up 15 today. Actually up 12, is up $2 in the aftermarket. Their numbers sucked. Why was it up? Don't know. Elon Musk is leaving Doge soon. That's a help, and I think the market's a help. But I got news for you. They keep coming out with these numbers. It'll break that 215 area, and look out. We'll keep watching. Qualcomm, these are all the big ones. Bear market. Oracle, bear market. And just to give you an idea, was up 9 today and finished up 4. Nvidia, bear market. Was up, was only up 6 today, finished up 380. Bear market. Meta was up 20 today. Was up 36 at one time. Bear market. Microsoft was up 7.5 today. The good news is it's up another $3 in the aftermarket. I think that's because a couple of software stocks are up, maybe. Google up 4 today. Bear market. Oh, by the way, Microsoft. Dell, bear market. Salesforce.com, bear market. Adobe, big bear market. Amazon was up 7.5 today, but Amazon at one time today was up 15. Catching the drift? Apple up 5 today, was up 8 or 9. Bear market. And last, the big name Broadcom was up 7 today. Bear market. And what do we mean by bear market? We don't have to be down 20%, though most of these are. We're talking stiff process downtrends that have not been broken, even with this rally off the lows. Though, what did we say yesterday? Higher low potential. That means you hit a low, you rallied up, you pulled back and never got back to those big lows. And let's hope that continues that way, ladies and gentlemen, because I got news for you. If we break the lows of a couple of weeks ago, those were the crash lows, which I don't give it a very good chance of breaking. Could retest. I think it'd get tough to break them at this juncture. But if they ever did, uh-oh. U-H-O-H. Uh-oh. We'll let you know. So we wish I had a lot better to tell you. We'll take any up day at this juncture. Looks like futures are up a little bit on some earnings numbers, but again, IBM down 10. That's not going to help the Dow. Won't hurt a lot of other things, though. Actually down 11 and change, IBM now. Whoops. Whoopie-doo. The bond market finished flattish today after yields were down most of the day. And I got to look at that because it looks like that's a big reversal. Yeah, whoa. That's something we're going to watch closely. The dollar for a change was strong. Yay. That's why gold was down markedly. And right now, if you're looking at gold, probably want to hold off. Got some work to do from its vertical move recently from the trash of the dollar. And may I state for the record again, tomorrow will be another day. It's a thrill a minute right now for those that do what we do. Of course, if you have the Vanguard S&P for the last 20 years, you do not need to listen to me. We freely tell you that. And by the way, we've turned away people that have done that. We only will do right by people. Put always them in front of us. That's who we are. That's what we were taught many years ago. There's a word in my business, fiduciary, that some people advertise we're fiduciaries. I got news for you. We all are. That all said, you have a great evening. Drive carefully. And when you get home, do like we do. Quite simple. Make sure you hug your family. Make sure you hug your children. They will feel better. You'll feel better. I promise. Stay well. Be well. Serenity now. Good night, all. Bye-bye.